Bonjour à tous, aujourd'hui je vous présente Verne The Shape of Fantasy. Une aventure dans un monde alternatif où Jules Verne voyage avec le capitaine Nemo à bord du Nautilus à la recherche d'un artefact atlante. Le jeu mise sur sa narration avec de nombreux dialogues et un second artefact permettant de modifier le monde autour de nous.
The end of the nation is very close, Verne.
You are very confident about your triumph. Until we open the chest, we won't know for sure if the compass of destiny is really inside.
The chest is in perfect shape after 2,000 years under the sea. No human technology can do that. It's Atlantean, that's for sure.
The ship, the inscriptions, all the pieces fall into place. The compass of destiny is inside. We are going to change the course of this goddamn war, Verne. We are going to change history.
Take it to Mr. Verne's lab and start maneuvers to ascend for air recycling.
This discovery will change it all.
March 25th, 1888. Scientific Officer Log. It's a great day for the captain, who has asked me to begin documentation while he delivers a speech to the crew in the library. After months of searching, at last he found it. He doesn't have the slightest doubt that the compass of destiny is in his hands. An old artifact that, once released from inside this chest, it is supposed to guide us safe and sound to the flame of Hephaestus, the most powerful energy source in the world. The deadbolt has a complex defensive system and the...
Le gameplay est très simple, on peut marcher, courir ou interagir avec des objets. Plus tard il y aura des subtilités qui vont se rajouter au fur et à mesure, mais on verra ça en temps voulu. Nous on va commencer par répondre au téléphone.
Verne here.
Verne, quick! The nation is attacking us! Not a single Atlantean piece can fall into their...
Mon Dieu! Merde! 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 I must hurry to recover the iMac. It's inside of the armory's safe room, and wait there. It's the safest place around.
En haut à droite, on a une notification, donc je l'active, et ça nous donne la biographie de l'iMac que Verne vient de citer. Je vais vous laisser faire pause pour lire, je descends pour avoir la suite du texte. En gros, dans le menu, on va voir des missions principales avec les différentes étapes, parfois des secondaires. Il faudra trouver les biographies, des journaux de Verne et d'autres collectables. On va aller vers l'armurerie et pour ça on va déjà commencer par ouvrir la porte. On peut regarder l'affiche, nous sommes tous le Nautilus. Ça fait penser à la propagande soviétique.
I must hurry to the armory.
On a des petites notes, mais quand on fait ce qu'il ne faut pas faire pour avancer dans l'histoire, en général Verne nous le dit clairement. La carte. On peut voir le labo, le pont, la sortie. On est dans la cabine.
No! Blocked! There's only one way to the armory. Going outside. Merde! The elevators are disabled. Going down. It's not the answer. It's a cul-de-sac.
Voyez, maintenant le bouton fonctionne et on peut monter l'échelle.
It's eerier than I thought. I must get to the front hatchway.
L'icône de visibilité s'affiche en bas. On est arrivé dans une phase d'infiltration. Et d'ailleurs, lors de la cinématique, on avait pu voir que la lumière ne passait pas ces espèces de... J'allais dire bits d'amarrage, mais c'est pas vraiment ça. C'est plutôt des conduits d'aération. Mauvais timing par rapport au projecteur, j'ai dû retourner en arrière. Oupsie. Eh ben il va falloir attendre. C'est bon. On se recache. Et on avance. Là, ici. Ça paraît raisonnable. J'avais pas vu ce projecteur au début, j'ai failli foncer dedans. La fenêtre, a priori, on peut pas l'utiliser. Mais ce sas, oui. Sur la carte, on est tout à gauche. L'armurerie est en bas.
It's jammed.
Rien ne fonctionne.
Oh mon Dieu! Adam and Sean! This is a massacre! But wait, these bullet wounds on Sean. There are no blood drops around. He was shot after he was dead. That's disconcerting.
Pas d'interaction ici, la porte est ouverte. Mais c'est bloqué. Est-ce que je peux monter? Non, il veut vraiment aller en bas.
The library access seems clear, but I must reach the armory.
Quand je vous disais qu'il nous empêche d'aller là où on veut.
It's jammed. I have to go down to the armory. Maybe I can open the safety hatches from the bridge.
Le pont était en haut à gauche, il me semble. Maintenant on peut monter.
It's Verne! Is somebody there? No foes here. Adrienne, where's everybody? And Nadine?
The pilot has disappeared. Very likely she has been captured with the others at the library.
What happened? How is that even possible that...
I don't know. The servo radars didn't work. Nothing has worked. They crushed us. Damn Raven.
The Raven? Merde!
Well, that's not the worst of all. The captain has activated the Nautilus self-destruction.
What?
He will never let his technology fall into the hands of the nation.
How much time do we have?
Less than 10 minutes.
Mon Dieu! You are the second in command. Can't you disactivate it?
Only Nemo knows the code. He told me to protect the bridge to speed away as soon as we release ourselves. But the engines are currently paralyzed until the captain reactivates the core. That's why we're still outside.
Oh my God! What will we do?
You are the only one who can do something.
What? The only what? I'm not a soldier.
Well, now you must become one. I will open the hatches to the armory chamber. Once there, take the IMAG and do whatever you can to save the Nautilus.
But the IMAG? It's not a weapon. We barely know how to use it or what it can do. What if it sinks us?
What do you fancy more? A quick death beneath the sea or a long life of tortures at one of the nation's penitentiary mines? Move!
Ok, on va bouger. Direction l'armurerie. Elle nous a parlé d'écoutilles. Est-ce que c'est ça? En effet.
Mon Dieu!
J'aurais pas dit mieux. Là, il n'y a rien. On prend donc l'échelle.
He grabbed that paper with his last strength. It's bloodied.
J'ai cru que c'était le gros coffre, mais non.
I'm coming, I'm coming! Armory here.
Verne, the opto recorders show that the Raven has cornered the captain and the engine core. Go there. I will open the hatch.
And what am I supposed to do?
Think. You'll figure something out. You're an imaginative guy.
Merde!
Grâce à l'image qu'on vient de récupérer, on va pouvoir réparer les dégâts qui nous empêchent de passer. Donc, on l'active. Et en bas, vous voyez qu'on a deux possibilités représentées par les flèches. On peut les sélectionner. Est-ce que ça tiendra? Ce n'était pas si mal. On va tester celui-là.
Fortunately, damages in the area weren't considerable.
Et il y a une petite barre de rechargement qui m'empêche d'utiliser l'image pendant un certain temps.
It's broken. I could try to fix it with the iMac.
Je n'avais pas pris la bonne.
The electric board kept withstanding.
À moins qu'il faille obligatoirement utiliser les deux.
That paper. I could try with the iMac.
On sort. Et là, j'ai pas vraiment le choix.
Before dying, he released a paper he was holding in his hand.
La Nation. À nouveau, je vais vous laisser faire pause pour lire. Hop. Et on descend pour le dernier paragraphe. Voilà. Pour la carte. On est là. On nous a dit d'aller vers le noyau. Ça m'a l'air bien chargé ici. Aucun flux.
Blocked.
Maintenant, personne organisé à l'épreuve des bombes.
The explosions didn't affect the room.
Ah oui, j'aurais pu réparer l'échelle avec l'autre, je pense, mais au moins comme ça, on est sûr. Ça veut dire qu'on est obligé d'utiliser les deux versions de l'iMage.
I still have some stuff to do.
Très bien de le dire avant de faire l'animation pour ouvrir la porte.
Blocked. I can only use the iMag if I know the possible options. I must find another way inside.
Ultime action.
Before dying, he left the emergency hatch open.
Et là, vous remarquez un truc, c'est que là où dans la description du jeu, un outil qui permet d'utiliser l'imagination pour recréer le monde, comme c'est narratif, c'est très dirigé.
It doesn't work. It must have run out of energy. I could fix the electric board.
Et de temps en temps, on aura des petites énigmes qui font parfois des mini-jeux. Parfois, il faudra trouver les bons items au bon endroit et les ramener là où il faut. Là, par exemple, c'est plutôt un peu du Sokoban. Je dois faire sortir le morceau fondu. Hop. On fait ça comme ça.
Yes.
Et on peut sortir.
You just don't know when to surrender. Isn't that so?
Of course not. I still have to finish your face.
The Nautilus is at last in the nation's hands. Tell me how to deactivate the self-destruction and take my word as a gentleman. I will free your crew.
Ha! Gentlemen. I saw in the penitentiary mine what to free means to you, you damn sadist. I will die before releasing the Nautilus to your masters.
It's a shame to end our relationship like this, but... Wish granted, Captain. This time you will not escape. Brothers, take aim!
No! What am I doing?
Verne, what are you doing?
What the... Oh, you must be Mr. Verne, and that thing you're threatening me with is the amazing Atlantean artifact I've heard so much fuzz.
Release them and get out! Don't move! Get back!
60 seconds to self-destruction. 60 seconds to self-destruction.
Don't be stupid, Nemo. Stop the countdown before we all die.
No.
Then say goodbye to your dear Verne.
No!
De temps en temps, on pourra utiliser l'image avec une puissance extraordinaire, mais ça va se charger avec des QTE. QTE qu'on peut désactiver dans les options si on n'a pas envie de se les farcir.
But what the... Again? No!
Verne! I will find you!
The iMac had never displayed that amount of power before. My mind was dragged again to the bridge, an image that was torturing me over the last months. I didn't wake up until a few hours later, a time that surely Nemo felt was like an eternity.
Do you think that fear, destructive imagination, and hopelessness don't exist? Captain, my take is that the only way to open it safely is exposing it to the iMag.
Are you sure?
This deadbolt is a piece made by Phobos priests. Their devices were famous for being impenetrable, forged with the remainders of a meteorite. If anyone messes with it, it will launch a discharge of an energy that will cause a deep, infinite terror to whoever receives it.
An energy that causes terror? That's preposterous.
Maybe for you, but for the Atlanteans, the power of Phobos was real enough. Do you think that fear, destructive imagination, and hopelessness don't exist?
Not presented in the shape of fireworks and sparks.
If you don't believe me, feel free to break the chest with a crowbar.
How can the iMag open it?
The iMag feeds itself with Mr. Verne's imagination and uses it to creatively change our reality. Therefore, it's a positive force, directly opposed to the kind of energy that the deadbolt uses. I'm reasonably convinced that the energy of the iMag will nullify the one in the lock.
You mean like sand and rust?
Could be. The deadbolt is a rusty key, and the iMag, the sand that wipes away when scrubbed.
Do it, Verne.
What the...
What now?
The iMag. It doesn't work. It looks like it ran out of energy. That explosion must have dried it up.
You must make it work. We must release the compass of destiny from this chest.
Shouting at me won't help.
Adriel, go and look for Petrov. May he bring the torch and...
Captain, I must advise against force opening the chest, unless you want to lose your mind. What is imperative now is to find an answer to why the iMag is dead.
If you have any theory, spit it out now.
It's possible that, given that the iMag gets its energy from the imagination of its host, the problem is inside your mind, Verne.
In my mind?
Yes, that's true. You talked about hallucinations.
Yes. For an instant, I traveled back to a bridge in Paris. I had a similar vision at the island.
Do you remember seeing something like this in your vision?
It certainly has a likeness with the shadow I saw at the bridge, but are you telling me that I saw Phobos, the Atlantean god of fear?
Fear is a narrow description of what Phobos really meant to the Atlantean people. For them, he was the destructive imagination, the one born out from despair and angst. You could also say that his sister Placea, however, represented fantasy. But the truth was that she was perceived as the source of the creative imagination, the one that thrives from hope. I think that Atlanteans believed that the balance between the two brothers dictated one's own sanity. If Phobos has broken that balance in your mind, that would explain the IMAG's silence.
Mythology? You're talking about mythology? I don't believe in Phobos, hence it's impossible that it's harming me.
The thing here is, you are afraid. Too much fear inside you. Until you don't master it, I'm afraid that the IMAG will never work again.
I refuse to believe in hocus pocus.
And how can you explain the IMAG blast? It saved your life.
I don't question that the Atlantean technology doesn't work. What I mean is that...
Enough with the debate! We are losing precious time. What matters is that the IMAG only works with you. It's obvious that your hallucinations are a symptom of some kind of disorder. Visit Dr. Cedric and get yourself a neurological check. That's an order.
All right.
You, Adriel, check the reparations. We must keep afloat for 2 days until we get to the base. We must assume that Commander Hetzel is not far from us.
Yes, Captain.
Why are you still here?
Aren't you bothered by the way we were attacked? They fell upon us too easily. It's more than probable that there is a traitor on board.
A traitor? In the Nautilus? Never. I have personally chosen each member of this crew. There is no question that the nation has found a way to decode our communications.
I envy your confidence, Captain, but you should be aware that during the attack, I found that someone shot Shun's body after his death. I believe that the murderer was trying to hide the fact that he was killed before the boarding.
God damn it. Let's keep our eyes opened. If there is a traitor in such a small space, he or she will be exposed sooner or later. God damn it!
On va pouvoir s'en aller.
Nonsense. I may have my issues, but Atlantean magic? Come on. Let's go to deck 3 to see Doc.
On va faire ça. Le docteur est en bas à gauche, enfin pas complètement dans le coin, mais proche de l'armurerie. Il est magnifique, l'orgue. Mais la bibliothèque avec l'attaque a pris assez cher.
It doesn't work. I can't reach the sick bay. I'll go to the bridge and see if Nadine can help me.
Parler à Nadine sur le pont. Je pourrais parler à cette personne, mais elle me dit qu'elle est trop occupée avec les réparations. Donc, on passe rapidement. C'était quoi ici? La carte du monde. On reconnaît bien nos continents, mais qui sont un peu déformés. Par exemple, à droite, la Russie, le Japon et tout ça, ça forme la gueule d'un monstre, d'un T-Rex, ce genre de choses. Et par exemple, l'Europe du Nord, ça revient par-dessus la France. C'est un petit peu déformé.
Jules, good to see you.
Nadine, I'm glad you're alive.
I have a big headache thanks to a rifle butt, but I'm in one piece, not like this melting piece of junk.
It is still a striking piece of junk.
That's because I'm the one who steers it, babe.
Là, j'ai un choix dans les dialogues, avec un temps limité pour le faire.
The attack has been more of an ambush, don't you agree? They were waiting for us. Did any radio message come out the days before? You must have seen it.
Negative. 10 days ago, the captain imposed silence at the Nautilus. Nothing comes in, neither out.
Is there any radio channel that avoids the primary systems?
Nemo's personal telecommunicator. He's the only one that holds the codes. He uses it for his business with the resistance cells.
You were a part of one of these cells, isn't that so?
You can bet your ass. I never had eaten more mud in my fucking life. We traveled fast through Emira, no more than 3 days in the same spot. We stole from the nation everything that wasn't hammered to the ground. The good thing about that is that I barely knew the warfront.
And then the Nautilus.
Think about it. A toddler like me, recruited by the Nautilus. I would have done anything Nemo asked me.
Not anymore.
Well, I've been locked here for a while, fighting, and I feel that there's a lot of things outside that I'm missing out.
Fighting tyranny is a horrible job, but someone has to do it.
Yes, I know.
Là, j'ai le choix entre les deux autres.
I came for a more mundane issue. Can you activate the elevators for a moment? I must reach the sickbay.
Of course, I hope you're fine. I will give you a few seconds of energy. We are so low at fuel that even seals pass us. God, what I'd give for being shopping in New York.
Ceci étant dit, j'ai pu faire 2 options sur les 3. Donc c'est peut-être en ça que c'est non linéaire, comme le prétendent les développeurs. Toutefois, j'ai pas l'impression qu'il y ait beaucoup d'impact sur la suite. Après, je suis pas allé au bout parce que je veux le faire en stream, ce jeu.
Take the most of the elevator's energy. It won't last much.
On y retourne. Ah bah, il était en haut l'ascenseur. Ça va me permettre de me déplacer plus rapidement. Bibliothèque, le docteur est là.
Verne, you were here. The Nemiagram isn't prepared yet. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. How are you?
I felt better before my conversation with Nemo. He's getting more nervous each day.
That happens to all of us.
What's this device? Nemiogram? A memory writer?
That's it. I designed it months ago, but I hadn't the chance to test it. It induces a deep hypnosis trance to a patient, and it's ideal to explore the blocked corners inside his or her mind, theoretically.
Theoretically?
Yes. Your checkup from after the boarding shows no brain damage, nor blood clots that explain your hallucinations. So I decided to try an alternative approach.
Hypnosis? Why?
The IMAG and you are linked by imagination.
Doctor, that sounds terribly unscientific.
Call it in brainwaves or whatever you like. The undeniable matter here is that the IMAG only works with your brain. The Raven attack provoked a trauma, and because of that, the IMAG doesn't work anymore.
And how is this machine supposed to cure me?
It will not cure you. My intention with the Nemiogram is to discover what happened to you at that island. You have told me many times that although you don't hold any memory of that episode, you believe that there is where you found the IMAG and suffered your first bridge hallucination. Maybe the memory of the events you experienced at the island holds the answer, or at least a clue that will help us to cure your malady and the captain's concerns.
A very interesting hypothesis, but frankly, Doc, are you sure that you aren't going to fry my brains?
Of course not. Theoretically. I guess we'll be able to find out about it. Relax while I finish the adjustments.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
Le vaccin, le corbeau sanglant, est-ce que ça fait mal?
Someone around here has told me a story about you facing the bloody Raven years ago.
I don't know who has told you such a stretch of the truth. I just have seen him once, from away, and he still froze the blood in my veins. It was a long time ago, in India, in a village in the middle of the jungle. We the Brits were holding our position in front of the nation's advances, until the Raven and his Echo Guards arrived.
How do you think they have found us? We didn't emerge for 3 days.
I've been at war too many years to still believe in coincidence.
La blessure de Sean, quand est-ce qu'on commence? Est-ce que ça fait mal? On n'a plus les mêmes options.
Did you analyze Sean's body? I believe I saw something.
Something that didn't match the scene, right? He didn't die from bullet wounds. Lethal head injury. My suspicion, somebody attacked him from behind before the nation's boarding, and then shot the body to blend the murder with the other deaths.
That night, he was on bridge duty, and mysteriously, servo radar stopped working. Someone in the crew is...
You should discuss these matters with the captain. I am just a doctor. My patients are my mission, and right now, you're one of them.
When do we start?
It's ready. Let's begin. Focus. Tell me about the bridge.
It's a bridge. In Paris, I believe. Mist surrounds me. I have a strange feeling, because there is someone else here with me. I have felt that very same presence before, at the island, before the Nautilus.
Focus on it. Let yourself go.
I'll try. It's difficult to focus. Everything began 6 months ago, the day of the wreck of the AES Annabelle Lee. Cedric's strange machine unleashed my memories, lightening the dark void of my stay at the island. The Annabelle Lee was my first assignment as a scientific officer at the American Empire Navy. In addition to the war's own menace, there was a rumor that a huge sea monster was around, sinking ships. Despite my skepticism, 3 weeks after our departure, in the dead of night, that rumor became a reality by pouncing on our ship and in a matter of minutes wrecking us. By some miracle, I survived. Luckily, the currents brought me to the island. Later, I understood that my extraordinary journey started right there. Where am I?
Vu que la narration est l'atout majeur du jeu, on va s'arrêter là, on est déjà au 3e chapitre alors que le jeu n'en a que 7. Et de ce que j'ai pu voir sur internet, il faut 4 à 5 heures pour aller au bout. Donc ça se fait relativement vite. Vous avez pu voir que le gameplay est très simple avec quelques variations, quelques énigmes par la suite. L'île sur laquelle on est un peu plus ouverte, mais ça reste quand même assez linéaire, il y a un peu plus d'exploration. Autrement, j'aime bien l'ambiance, mais toutefois il nous vend des dialogues non linéaires, alors on a pu voir qu'en effet on peut pas tout explorer à chaque partie, mais je suis pas sûr que ça ait beaucoup de conséquences pour la suite du jeu, tout comme l'item qui nous vend de l'imagination pour recréer le monde autour de nous, qui au final nécessite d'utiliser toutes ces options pour avancer, mais après comme j'ai pas fini le jeu, peut-être qu'il y aura des surprises, mais pour le moment c'est les seules réserves que j'ai à son propos. J'espère que la vidéo vous aura plu et vous aura permis de vous faire une opinion sur le jeu. Moi je vous dis à la prochaine pour un autre sous l'œil de Cali.